Yeah, hi. I'm in this Torino v Juventus Italian Serie A match, and I've laid Torino for a bit here, but the sort of backing up what I've said in other videos, the Torino price has actually been coming in, if anything. It was up at 5.8. We're in the 22nd minute, and it's sort of come right into, well, below 5, and I've laid it around 5. And I just think that Juventus are controlling this game. I'm going to keep the draw on my side, but again, it's a question of really backing what you're seeing, what you think you're seeing, and I could be wrong, but I believe that Juventus are far more in this game than Torino. Yeah, Torino have, they're not doing badly, but they're I just don't think they should be that low. Anyway, the prices seems to be drifting now anyway, but I'll pop back and maybe have something else to show you. Yeah, just another point that always amuses me, but another reason not necessary to go with the masses or the popular opinion in terms of the way the prices are moving is that the stats I've heard about people who are profitable on Betfair is that it's around sort of 2%. I don't know if that's right. Maybe between 2 and 5% of people actually make money on Betfair. But even if you are starting out and you make 1p a year, it puts you in the elite. 2 to 5% of winners and profitable players. So I do quite like it if I go in, go into a trade, and then soon afterwards it's kind of, I suppose, validated, but and I've got some value because I've got in early. But you shouldn't ever worry about betting against the crowd, even if the crowd is often right and not always right, and most people bettors or traders are losing over the long term, by far the mass majority. So yeah, so just make that 1p a year, guys. All right, I'll be back shortly. So I tried to snap up some 4.9 because the price dipped right in when Torino had the corner. My feeling is that Juventus are pretty adept at dealing with corners, and the price goes from something like 5.3 down to 4.9 for a corner, then it's worth laying. Not that many goals are scored from corners, and not as many as you might think. I think the popular belief is that, oh my god, it's a corner, there's going to be a goal, and it's actually rare. So I will, yeah, just another small point, but I'll pop back soon. Yeah, so just on the draw, this draw's now at a point where I could lay it quite happily at a price where I'd be sort of happy to lay it for a bit more profit and reduction of liability on Torino. The only problem is, and I've been looking for an opportunity to do this live for a few videos, but I at the moment I don't sort of feel confident enough that Juventus are going to score soon anyway. I just feel that Torino just make it very difficult for them. I still think Juventus will win or not lose, but at the moment I can't kind of make up my mind which. So there's no real point laying off the draw if you think there's a fair chance that it might end up a draw. My sort of feeling is that as the game wears on, Juventus might get their goal. It might be a sort of narrow victory, but you know, having said that, they might go and lose by a goal or win 5-0. Who knows? But it's just a sense of my feelings where the game is right now in the 32nd minute. Okay, I'll I'll come back shortly. Well, a couple of minutes later, the goal has come for Juventus. So, yeah, well, I should have laid off that draw, shouldn't I? But you can never really know. I just, as I say, my feeling was they weren't going to lose, and they might still. But I'm in a position now where I can take down that Torino liability if I wanted to. The other thing, which many of you probably will already know, but you can often benefit when a goal is scored if you're on the ball. I mean, I don't play that way. There are plenty of people who trade, I think, based on the prices when the goal goes in. So I mean, this when the goal went in here, the price shot out to around 15, 17, came all the way back in. It sat here at 10 to 12 for quite a while, and now boom, it's back out to about 16 to 1. So there is a opportunity there to, if you know your stuff, you can trade in and out with a fairly big gap in prices, which is obviously can be very profitable if you're on the right side of it. So anyway, I'll keep this video running for a bit in case there's anything else that might prove useful. I've just thought of something else on the prices. I mean, laying a team at 4 to 1 may seem like no great shakes. That you're obviously you're going to win more often than you lose, but you'd be surprised how many. I reckon I'm in about 1 in 4 or 5 matches that I look at, and many of them the underdog is odds of 4, 5, 6, and I don't go into those games because they don't meet the sort of requirements that I have in my head, and very often those teams do well, go ahead in the game, which obviously puts you under some sort of pressure, or just makes your life difficult. So I'm very often I've sat through a whole Saturday from 10:30 in the morning till 9 at night and not gone on a single match because I have a sort of certain criteria that I look to adhere to, and if matches don't meet my expectations, then I just don't go in. It's kind of a problem because I like to bet. I like to get my number of bets as high as possible, but certainly in the match odds market, I just have something that I know works, and I stick to that. I don't vary from it too greatly. Obviously there's other markets like the correct score market you get into, but it's not like racing where you have 20, 30 races a day, and certainly in the summer a lot of races, and you can you've got races coming up every 10 minutes, and that gives you high turnover and irons out your volatility. So yeah, so football's got a kind of different animal for me, but I just thought I'd give that a mention. Okay, I'm going to sort of this is a kind of just a quick sort of chit-chat video, and I probably won't leave this liability on Torino in here for long, and I'll move on to something else. So hope you got something from it, and good luck. Cheers.